General is going to be very happy with stacks if he can actually get in there with that caustic finale. But Adam has deemed it worthy, and I think the easy camp pull, that stack pull, is always worth doing no matter what offlaner you're against, just because it's harder to get in there and will cost General a decent time out of lane. Some free CS for Feero during that time. They are going to be able to get the burrow strike onto Adam, see if they can stay ahead of him here with the nice heal bomb. It looks like they should be able to kill him. Caustic Finale is going to pop him, slow him down, and General will pick up the first blood.
It was already getting some good extra farm with that neutral stack. Kill General down bottom is getting wrapped around on, so does need to be a bit careful.
It's one stun. It's the next one. Are going to be able to slow him down. General does not actually have the mana for Burrow Strike, and I think he felt with the open wounds he wasn't going to get out anyway. Level 2 Burrow Strike, not going to give you that much distance. You know, Feero, who used to go by the name Bakemono, actually played stand-in for Goomba a couple times. Yeah, I was like thinking I remember the name Bakemono from something other than NA teams. Feero getting low here, does not have rage for another 2 seconds. He's going to be slowed down by the caustic finale. Pop, 19 HP, that's all he's left with. General tries to get towards him, but can't quite get it. Adam kind of body blocks him here. They are going to throw out the burrow strike. YapzOr is coming in hot, and General may be turned around on. He gets the kill on Adam, but can he actually get out alive? And that's not going to happen. I don't think, not with FATA making the rotation. So General, I think he gladly gives up his life. He forced a rotation out of the mid, and he knows he's not going to make it out because of that. It was basically the only thing he could do. But I think these supports are just going to have a really hard time finding successful rotations around the map. FATA's going to get caught out by a rotation from General. Didn't see that one coming. And with Dendi lining up all those side blades, he actually get a free kill there.
Yeah, going for that one up really nicely. Very clever rotation from General. Perhaps just feeling a bit uneasy at this bottom lane after dying a couple of times. Finds a more important kill in that mid lane.
Rotation's coming faster and faster. The Rubik is now at the bottom lane. He does have to infest in order to dodge all of this. Pops out now. Feero has the help of FATA. He misses out on the big ultimate onto General. They will manage to pick up the 2 supports, it looks like, but FATA can finish off General before the TP. Oh my god, it was so close. Look at that. The nuke is actually still following him after the TP. That had to have been just a half.
Like the hero, like even if you have a slightly rough first couple of minutes in the laning stage because you get dual lane, like you always seem to pull ahead around the 10 to 15 minute stage and get a very good timing on Blink Desolator.
FoREv, keeping it cool against 3 heroes, doesn't use the Timber Chain. It was this weird stalemate between him and General. If he used the Timber Chain, he would have been hit by a Burrow Strike, so he just walks calmly back, and now he's able to make the turn. Can't quite get the connection on the Rubik. Finally gets it now, but is dropped a little bit low on HP as a result. FATA sitting in the river, waiting for it. FoREv is going to try and bait these heroes into play. FATA jumps forward, managed to get the quick kill onto Pajkatt before the time-lapse can be used, and now General is forced away by FoREv. He does manage to dodge the Shadow Strike. Will turn around for the 2-man burrow, but he desperately needs to get out of here. He does have a TP if he can juke his way through this. FoREv gets the connection, and they find the kill. That is huge. They shut down that Blink Dagger progression for General, and that means that the Timber Saw just became this excellent counter pick in the 4th slot. Bears, smoke is going to pop here. They're going to run into FATA. They could use this quick kill. Blink Dagger forward, Melt Strike, and they will manage to pick it up. YapzOr is going to come forward, and they're going to try and punish Navi with a quick buyback here from FATA. See how many they can get. Biver's going to be the first one down. General into the trees, TP's out, and Dendi's away, so that buyback absolutely not worth it. Yeah, you can see YapzOr was pump faking that Slithering Crush, waiting for Adam to be able to get the swap onto Pajkatt so they could get a quicker stun than Magic Missile. But now, as a result of a missed opportunity, they're going to have to leave Adam behind. He will end up going down, and a failed smoke rotation for Bear. And an Invis rune on Sand King, too. So this is, I mean, this has got to be public enemy number 1, right? FoREv. Yeah. He's been getting way too big. He's got his Bloodstone charges. General is there to be able to stop this TP out, and here comes the onslaught of attacks. FoREv, he does a decent job tanking through most of it, but he ultimately will never be able to escape that. That being said, Bears do get a decent prize out of that whole entire thing. They tell Pajkatt some info on this trap that is set up behind FATA. Pajkatt is actually going to oblige them just a bit with a Shukuchi on through. YapzOr will come forward and will manage to hit the crush, and they are going to be able to blow up Pajkatt.
That shouldn't happen with a ward there, I would say.
I would say so too. Not sure what was his miscalculation. Did he miscalculate that Did he not know that the Blink Dagger was up on YapzOr? Did he not know the Infest combo was there? Defense on mid lane.
Forgot about the Infest.
Biver, he'll be the first one down. Bears will manage to keep their tier 1 tower barely up. Let's see if they actually just did not.
Getting TP'd on from behind, you've gone in that deep. Felt like there was a bit of a disconnect between the Rubik and Sankey. Like Sankey, if he wants to go for that Blink Bar, Rubik needs to be preemptively running in to get the follow-up telekinesis. And, well, these kills are going to keep on happening. Iron Man at the bottom lane gets found, and with this, perhaps...
The Burrow Strike. FoREv is going to Timber Chain straight into the hands of General. General's holding onto his Burrow Strike until the next Timber Chain is attempted, but YapzOr is now here to be able to stun up General, and they easily make mincemeat out of him. Dendi will successfully retreat back, but Bears are hot on their tail, maybe for another push. The last tier 2 is left in the mid lane. If Bears want to achieve this with these Aegis, I think that objective is pretty much free. I'm not sure if Navi can actually do much to contest. RMN going to be blown up by FATA once again.
Bears are just being very efficient around the map. That tier 2 tower you mentioned could be what Bears have their eyes set on now.
Feero will pop out, blink forward by Biver, will manage to pick up Adam into a 2-man Burrow Strike. This is a decent setup for a kill on 1 maybe, but Biver's also going to lose his life here. Feero eats him alive. They do manage to pop the Shrine. YapzOr gives up on the kill on General. Feero's dropping lower and lower. He has that Aegis, so they're going to have to play around that now. FoREv managed to blow up General on the side. Kind of stuck in the trees here. It's going to need a moment to get out, but not.
Heroes rotating. Even the supports are going to be fairly tanky gradually. The Slatter's going to have a Solar Crest completed soon.
Oh, they get FATA right before the Linkage is there, so the stun is actually out, and Dendi hits that last hit needed to be able to finish off FATA. They get Adam as well. All right, Navi, their choice to initiate is actually just picture
the side lanes.
Pajkatt gonna jump out and get gone on by Feero and YapzOr. Biver is there to be able to interrupt some of it with the telekinesis, and Pajkatt gets a full HP revival. Nice 2-man Burrow Strike out from General with Dendi lined up those side attacks. He'll make short work of both of them. And now FoREv with a heavy amount of minus armor ticking in on him. I don't think he stands a prayer against this physical damage. There it is. 4 down from Bears. Navi, they hit back real hard in this very...
Okay, up here.
Maybe General can still route them here inside the Radiant jungle. He stalls for a moment, and that's going to lose him an opportunity on YapzOr, it looks like. Adam may still be the opportunity. Jump forward. Dendi has the burst damage necessary to kill him before the TP can follow through. So a small pick has plenty of issues against a Weaver.
Yeah, HP and armor, great against Slatter, Lifestealer. And as far as survivability goes for a Weaver, this is one of the better items, and then like kiting is always going to be great, but... There's the duo, the Slatter Lifestealer, pop out, get a quick kill.
And then bait out a Slardar rotation or something, or maybe they just wait for FATA to be out of position. They actually catch him with the telekinesis right before the blink, pull back there, but now the Blade Mail is activated, and they can't actually finish him off. General is instead going to be the target. Bears actually managed to make a turn there as they were all in the off-lane jungle. They're going to be able to find RMN as well. YapzOr actually is going to be slowed down by RMN. Good Force Staff over the trees. He tries to go for the shallow grade TP out, but there is a Yule Scepter there. That being said, he did his job. He stopped YapzOr and this Lifestealer Slardar combination from pursuing for more with that Poison Touch. He managed to stop them from pursuing onto Dendi.
Bottom lane though now.
Oh,
They're not
Pajkatt.
done. Ooh, that's brutal.
I thought he was going to get out.
Yeah. 4 of it factor. Even someone like a Slatter, if you can burst... Taking out Slatter is probably one of the key heroes to try and remove as early as possible in the fight. Dendi, uh-oh.
Finish off that creep. No, he doesn't get it. Now he's going to have to deal with FoREv as well. He does get the shallow grave, but Bash stops his TP. He's in huge trouble. FoREv, he spies out the Dazzle as well. The refraction's going down. Dendi needs a little bit more time to get that blink off, but it's just not going to happen. So RMN, who tried to save his buddy, is also going to go down. Bears, this is exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to corral in the lanes. They wanted to be able to catch Navi when they attempted to push out some of these lanes desperately. And now they found their opening to be able to go high ground and take a lane of Rax.
Yeah. TA does have buyback. We'll have to consume that one. And even with a buyback, this is a very hard defense to make. FoREv can just zone heroes out with his sheer survivability and tankiness on the front lines.
Burrow Strike for Burrow Strike. General ends up in the middle of the team and stunned up. Swap back there onto FATA. We'll make sure that he stays alive. As Dendi throws his pot shots towards the way of the Queen of Pain. Actually comes forward now, throws out that ultimate. Pajkatt does manage to dodge it inside the Shikuchi. FoREv drops a little bit low, but he's just creating space. HP heroes of Bears, they get another melee racks. Feero's finishing up the range racks, and Navi, they're playing around this shrine, but they can't actually deal with FoREv. They can't get through this wall. FATA now turns, actually gets the initiation. YapzOr jumps forward, gets a two-man crush with Feero popping out. They eliminate Dendi as well. He does not have buyback. He's down for 2 minutes, and I think Navi have just lost the game like that. Game 1 was a relatively close affair. Back and forth, a lot of movement between these teams, but in the end, Bears are able to...
It's going to come in and be a little bit disruptive of that one, but yeah, I mean, on paper, this should be a lane where FoREv really just gets nothing, but... So far, so good.
Oh, what? General actually picks it up. He saw the double damage earlier, but
yeah.
I did not imagine that. Oh God, it's happening. God.
I hate that. Like, you're like, I missed the bottom lane. Let's quickly switch my camera there. And
up at the top rune, I was like, wasn't your lane going great? Weren't you just going to continue to be in lane and get farm and do good things? But General putting Dendi's farm still at a higher priority than his own, despite a great start.
Yeah, the initial move where they where FATA gets really low makes sense. Ooh, top lane FoREv.
Oh, he's gonna get dove here. Too many Fury swipe stacks will end up going down. So FoREv finally goes down. We kind of expected it was gonna happen eventually against that lane.
Yes, and he's how much? He's 4.5 boots, poor man shield. I don't know. I don't feel like he's getting enough farm and XP out of this lane to fully justify it. Ursa's still free farming.
Dendi's dead.
So.
YapzOr gets him with a rotation from behind through the trees, nicely set up, and FoREv may go down again here as RMN, his presence in lane may be noted, or lack of presence in mid. Yeah, they're actually going to ping him out. They know RMN is trying to wrap on FoREv, and they're going to run into him.
Yeah, Pajkatt a bit low on HP and even mana as well, so the TP in this may just be a unfortunate death for RMN. Trying to make some plays happen up top, but his teammates just weren't quite in good fighting shape.
Yeah, nice rotation. Early TP from Adam secures another kill. He's going to need a lot more help from Navi to make this work. A rotation in. They might just be able to catch Biver. He actually telekinesis over to stop FoREv, but that means YapzOr is still in range to be able to get this crush with FATA TPing in. They managed to get a beautiful Sonic Wave. It's not enough to finish off Pajkatt, however. YapzOr is going to put it to himself to try and finish him off, but the crush isn't enough. Now he's going to end up dying behind the tower. Pajkatt survives, and FATA doesn't actually opt to try and go for that kill.
The slider kill up makes it a bit better as far as Navi are concerned, and they only lose the support Rubik there, so not really all too bad. And while this is going on, Weaver's still pressuring that bottom lane, making Life still have a bit of a rougher time, and they found another kill up top potentially. FoREv getting going on here, but without the Ursa, not the easiest of kills.
They still have the stun. They have another Fate Bolt. I've got the magic damage. Yep. So, FoREv dies. I think his laning phase, you know, I have to say, I think he was, what he did in the first, like, 4 levels was really respectable as CX. I was watching him very intently because I was like, man, how's he going to make this work? And he got there, and a little bit of experience buff. Despite Dendi having a rough laning phase, he has kind of recovered thanks in part to that double stack at the, what was it, 7-minute mark or something like that. FATA tries to pressure him some more, but RMN is in lane. FATA, not one to back down from 1v2, continues to harass the tanky ogre as best as he can. YapzOr is going to be able to come in for the side, hit the crush. They also have the follow-up magic missile. But again, RMN is not the hero you want to go for in these situations. They really wanted to catch Dendi with that wraparound, but failed to find him in time with General T and Adam's smoke gank. But is it going to turn into more? Ursa has now rotated out, which means the YapzOr wants to be able to find the initiation here. Tries to come forward. Swap back. Adam unable to get a lock onto anybody but RMN. Bears only picking up the Ogre there for the Dire, picking up that off-lane tower. Not really what can start occurring. Bears have forced that much. Meanwhile, General is harassing FoREv a little bit inside the jungle. Nothing should come of that. They're going to go back into the top lane. Biver is still going to be the target here. Amplify damage. Makes short work of him with physical damage required. RMN is still sitting on top of them, though. With the Invis, Dendi is going to be able to get a couple of rays, but the pop out there with the Infest, and that's a little bit of surprise to Dendi. Now, Pajkatt has to pop the Enrage out, but they're just going to kite him around until the Enrage fails, and they're going to be able to finish him off, or maybe not. RMN, nicely timed stun on YapzOr just before the crush can go, so Bears. Bottom? Is FoREv going to die? General's hunting him down. FoREv's going to juke this one out somehow. In the trees, cut down a tree. General is still kind of on him. Shikuchi's through him. Finds FoREv for a second. FoREv, yeah, he's finally got to go down.
Nice kill. Axe was very close to his blink dagger, so killing him when he
blinks away from Pajkatt. They're still going to try and hunt down YapzOr, though. Tries to go for the TP out. They don't have a telekinesis, so no stun available. YapzOr clean escape. That could have been disastrous for Bears. Their first blink dagger reveal of the axe could have actually gone completely awry. If he did actually get that call, he might have just been gobbled up by Pajkatt.
That's some good news, and this is what Navi want to get aggressive. They've got this Aegis. They found Adam now, who's on a bit of a warding mission. Pays for that with his life. FoREv.
Oh no, another missed call. FoREv. He hoped to be able to catch Pajkatt and them to be able to
Good news is this mid tier 1 is pretty low though, so.
Double blink daggers. YapzOr.
Oh,
he's going to wrap around. Ahmed is going to be able to scout out at least one here. FoREv's going to be able to jump on him, but the back line still coming in. They managed to kill the Rubik. Ogre is also down. 2 supports dead from Navi, but Feero's now out of that rage and stuck close range with Pajkatt. Bears are going to fall back after a misgank like that, so Navi think it's their time to get aggressive, especially with the Aegis expiring. Bears may not expect this one. Smoke pops. Biver sees Adam. That'll be their victim. Don't think they're going to be able to make much more of it, though. FoREv actually TPs into the shrine, prepared to fight.
Wow. That's probably one of my favorite things about Dota, is just the way Fog of War works.
All right, FATA pops out again.
Possibly FATA in trouble.
I was about to say, I think Biver really wants to go on FATA here, and the team has finally left him. They are going to try and make a go here. He does have a blink coming up in a second. Will manage to get away. Don't think Biver by himself can actually fight this one out, but oh, a missed Sonic Wave. Fate Bolt goes down. Biver can't actually steal anything, though, to finish off the Queen. Well, we're going to have that Aghanim Scepter coming in quick. They are going... Oh, no, FoREv. Missed that call. Now he's going to be pulled back. Feero is actually still going to pop out. Goes for Dendi. Thinks better of it, though, with that ultimate coming out. Feero is going to lose his rage soon. YapzOr, a beautiful save. A 3-man crush, but there's still the jump forward here from Biver. Has a little bit of nuking power, and they finally do get him. Dendi finishes him off. They turn their attention back towards that tier 2.
That means they can get some free hits before Bears even get back.
Yeah, I think they saw that tier 1 tower still hadn't dropped yet, and they were ready to go for the high ground. General is going to be called up here. Crushed as well. Pop out. Maybe they can first him. Yeah, they got him. FATA, actually, with the ultimate, is able to finish him off. Now the ultimate goes down from Dendi. That's going to be scare back some of Bears, but they have the shrine to work back. They're still full HP and a decent amount of mana as well. Looks like they still managed to get the Slardar at the very back lines. How the hell did...
We'll see if Pajkatt, with this newly picked up Basher, can kind of make up for that problem. He's got that extra bit of lockdown now.
General, oh, he gets spotted out there. Instantly, YapzOr and FoREv both jump on him. General goes down again, and that is a significant loss because
timing, yeah.
Navi only had 2 minutes to work with this Aegis. Now they're only going to have 1 minute if they wait for General, and that's kind of cutting it close.
Yep, and Bears have full vision of them. This high ground ward, they are looking to set up either to take a fight or at least to make sure that Navi aren't able just to push down this lane. From behind
got the fresh
YapzOr.
AC too. Here comes the Shrine TPs. YapzOr is definitely going to find something here. A missed call from FoREv, but it doesn't matter. They've already got the Rubik down. Feero has to deal with Pajkatt, though. He immediately starts running away. Open wounds, kiting Pajkatt back. Dendi lets go of the Requiem, trying to lessen some of that damage, but Bears can still fight it out as long as they can get the kite. Nice Sonic Wave. Finishes off RMN. FoREv does manage to dance back ahead of Dendi. Another Shrine activated, and Bears go back in once again. They've kited Navi well enough. They can finish off this engagement in style. Killing off Dendi, looking for Pajkatt, who's deep inside the trees. Clear decision-making, I think. They needed to immediately back out as soon as they lost General, but Pajkatt, not going for the clap just yet. Waits a little bit, now goes for it. Slowed down by the open wounds. The Enrage is going to take that one off, gets the bash necessary to finish off that kill. The TP does come in from FoREv, slowing down Pajkatt. Now the rest of the TPs are going to be able to follow that one up. Pajkatt is going to lose his Aegis. They get the Cull, and they should be able to finish up a second time here. Pajkatt. Oh, he gets hit barely. YapzOr managed to connect, and that definitely should be the end of Pajkatt. He does have some help coming in. Biver's going to be able to help out a little bit with his telekinesis, slowing down the damage, but Pajkatt still gets dropped, and now Biver's just going to be the extra kill. RMN actually abandoned him on that one. He's like, nope, I'm not being a part of that engagement. Popped. At least Biver did. The rest of the team is still trying to make this work, though. Another blink out, but a telekinesis actually does manage to grab YapzOr. YapzOr is definitely dead, but Feero may also be in trouble. He's raged up, trying to get back to his base. Navi are trying to pursue out as best they can. A swap back just to make sure that Lifestealer does not get caught in any way.
The teams have kind of swapped side here. Bears are ready to engage towards the pit. They know where Navi are, and they're going to try and get in here and stop this one, but it's going to be, looks like, too late.
Yeah, Swarm makes things really hard. They are going to be able to get Biver in the back lines. At the same time, FoREv gets forced out forward, but he gets caught by RMN. Adam managed to swap him out and gets the stun onto RMN. FATA is being pursued out by General, but another call goes out. Dendi is actually going to be losing his Aegis here. FATA dances away from General a little bit further out of mana now, but General has to retreat as now all the supports are going to be focused on him, giving FATA the help he desperately needed. Feero gets bashed up, but Dendi and Pajkatt realize with all the supporting crew of Navi gone, they have to start retreating. There's a big numbers advantage going the way of Bears now, even if these two cores are quite strong. Not sure if they can do this by themselves. He's trying to go for FATA. Pajkatt makes his initiation. Now the buybacks start coming in, but Pajkatt immediately gets bashed up, controlled, and it's just going to be the SF who makes his escape. Biver's buyback will...
Oh, man. It seems like YapzOr maybe has an idea of what's going on, but uses the wrong tree path. Oh, now we'll find him.
RMN is going to be the first one jumped on here, but on the right-hand side, they are trying to finish up FoREv. 1-for-1 exchange here. FATA fearlessly blinking forward with that level 25.
If anything.
You fight around your shrine here. Looks like Navi are considering it. Pajkatt's going to jump forward. They actually managed to get the stun onto FATA. This is big, but he managed to get a force staff, and now they turn around and gets a plate mail and a full heal back up. Dendi's being chased away by Feero and Pajkatt. He may get one with the help of General. He's going to have some shrine help as well, but I don't think he stands a chance against all these heroes. Sure enough, he gets kited, he gets stunned, and Navi, they saw 4 versus 4.
That hero during your lockdown, they're going to turn it around on you and suddenly heal up to full, and you've just wasted a lot of key spells. Oh, Dendi.
Oh, no. Dendi, YapzOr, and Feero, they come once in with the Infest combination, find that kill, with Navi now down 30 seconds on the Ursa and 70 on the SF. That could be multiple lanes of racks being taken by Bears.
Yeah, I think that may almost just be the killing blow at this point. There's so little that you can do to defend.
RMN, nice force staff there. Still going to be caught by FoREv. Ultimately, Navi are just trying to buy time here with their supports. They are
has to be careful not to get silenced.
They're not going to be able to catch either one of these heroes. They don't have that extra disable. Oh, Shukuchi just before. Oh, he actually gets the catch. FoREv finally gets the call needed. They get General. They can force the buyback now. FATA, again, you could see the change of playstyle. As soon as he hits level 25, he is just fearless. He pops the blade mail as soon as any damage comes his way. Bounces back. They'll finish off that tier 3. A General buyback has been forced. He's actually going to be able to jump onto him. Swap goes down. FATA is still going to be good. Pops the Blade Mail, jumps back in, managed to get the Sonic Wave, but Blade Mail's going to wear out. Maybe Pajkatt can finish him off. So is FoREv down. Feero managed to pick up RMN. YapzOr went for the back line there, trying to force Dendi out of an awkward position. Will turn around and manage to get Pajkatt before he dies to Dendi's hand. Now another buyback. Feero trying to go for Dendi. He knows he's not making out of this one alive. He just hoped to be able to kill another core of Navi. That's not going to happen, though. Navi, a brilliant hold, it seems.
That co-op,
They had it locked on, and then a bad team fight, and Navi pressuring real hard. I love that they're not playing scared at all. The jump forward here from YapzOr. They're going to try and get General here with a call. The lockdown, the magic missile. They got him with the Sonic Wave. That's 2 dead with no buyback, and now Navi, they try and turn. Dendi gets off the ultimate. Pajkatt pops his enraged, turns against FATA, but a swap out saves him once again. Dendi, he doesn't even output enough damage to kill FoREv of all heroes. So in the end, the fairy tale ends. Navi, they're not going to make the triumphant comeback in this game 2. One's going to come out of FoREv to make sure they have full 5, while Navi are lacking 2 of their members. FoREv comes in. Eul Scepter, set up the kill onto RMN. FATA's going to go for the backlines, trying to target Dendi, who managed to disjoint that Shadow Strike and blink himself away. Biver makes his way to the fountain for a full heal. Navi are going to have to fight against Mega Creeps, and they still need to stall this throne push for another 15 seconds for Pajkatt. It just doesn't seem like they have the damage necessary. Last tier 4s are going to fall. FoREv's going to be able to catch Biver here. YapzOr in the back lines does manage to get Dendi once again. Dendi dropping lower and lower. The Sonic Wave finished them off, and even as these other cores start coming up, now they're lacking some of their support. General is here. He immediately gets shut down. YapzOr, he ends up falling to Pajkatt's hand, but Pajkatt will be eliminated by the other 4 of Bears. That will be Navi losing this game 2, and Bears winning the series.